This is Hung Over Hand Right. And this is the UFC Fight Night. Cannonier versus Borralho preview show.
Oh boy.
Chad, Seth, Jonathon, no Dylan, Sandpagan filling in today.
You know what's good about that?
What?
Is the listeners don't have to constantly turn down the volume every time he starts
true.
talking.
It's a lot of wrist movement in the car
and
there.
we're all naturally just more happy and giddy right now, too. So, great day.
Just overall,
what a great day.
Better human beings.
Great day. Not a great card.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you remember back in the day, they used to do the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even do that anymore.
Yeah.
They just throw the two finals on a whatever card is happening.
Fuck it.
Right.
Doesn't matter what it is.
They don't showboat the fight anymore.
Yeah, I think they did. Could be wrong about this, but I think the last season they did what they actually put the finals on a pay-per-view just because it lined up like that. Just happened to line up with a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so fight poster ranking.
I like it. It's kind of mid though. I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst one we've seen as of late, but
It literally looks like they like. I like the poster, but then it
all
looks
the
like
guys lined up.
it looks like they just copied that and just like dropped it.
That's
in there.
why it's mid.
looks a little rushed, kind of
I like
lazy.
the colors
Yeah.
and the kind of the idea they had behind it.
So it's going to be a 6-fight main card. We got the two. We know of one Ultimate Fighter finale currently. Ryan Loder versus Robert Valentine. The other one we still don't know the second guy. It's Con Offley is in, and then Jiga or whatever versus Myron Santos.
I tell you what, every year these names are getting a little more difficult. They're just keeping us all on our
Well,
toes.
That Santos guy looks like he's 12 years old.
He does. He's pretty good though. But this, by the way, I mean, you guys haven't watched Tough. Listeners, they haven't watched hardly any of it, but this is the most international season they've ever done.
Oh, really?
There's literally like 2 guys from the U.S. on here.
Did not know.
Everyone's from random
Yeah.
England, Lithuania, Tajikistan.
One random Irish kid on there.
Yeah, the only fights I watched were today, and that was that Paddy McCory and the Robert Valentine guy. And that was a good fight. That you're right about that Paddy guy. I think they're going to give him a shot. We're going to see him around.
Yeah, I think he's like 26 years old.
I think the UFC is going to keep one famous Irish guy in the league forever
see
now.
If we strike gold again.
Yeah. There's this no matter what. Like
And
they jumped on Ian Gary.
And Paddy's actually from Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Love that. So that's the UK then?
Yeah, technically. These prelims are horrible. I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we got a low key banger we're gonna talk about from the prelims that is gonna be really good, and I think like you've been championing Jose Medina versus Zach Reese. you got outvoted, but that one should be good. I think Zach Reese is solid.
Is Victoria Leonardo down there? Is that a Goku costume on?
Yes.
Wow.
Looks like it.
Yes, it is.
Not mad at that. She should have worn a blonde wig and not had that face.
Great quality picture.
Yeah, well, it looks like it was taken from some kind of Nokia.
Beautiful pixels.
She got her ass handed to her by Natalia Silva.
That sounds about right.
Imagine that. Yeah, just not a lot going on in the prelims. 6-fight main card. We got a low-key banger. You guys ready for the low-key banger?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Viacheslav Borschev versus, I'm going to say it like the commentary says it just this one time, James Llontop. Viacheslav Slavaklaus Borschev, 7-4-1, coming off a loss to Chase Hooper that we saw in person.
Yeah, we were there.
And it was horrible.
And none of us picked Chase.
Nope.
And we didn't even think it was going to be close. And Chase somehow pieced him up.
He dropped him.
It was Chase's best fight.
Yeah.
That was his best fight.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I wasn't there
crazy.
for it, but
It was weird.
Seeing the replay of it, I was like, is this really happening?
And of course, the crowd was going wild because they didn't know who Borschev was.
They were
We were
on
like,
Hooper's
they were
balls.
on his balls. Just like,
Thanks, UFC promotional machine.
Right.
Fighting out of Sacramento, originally from Russia. 32 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. James Goku Llontop, 14-3, coming off a weird loss in his debut against Chris Padilla. Fighting out of Peru, 25 years old, 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's getting knocked the fuck out. Borshev's coming in there with no fuckery. He's the striking coach, right, of the gym he trains at?
Alpha male.
Alpha, yeah. That's right.
I disagree.
I don't know.
You think he's just going to go on a losing streak now all of a sudden?
Borschev.
I lost confidence in him after that Chase Hooper fight.
Dude, that was just because Chase came in crazy.
I mean, you remember
that was weird.
The Sadikov fight, too? I mean, Sadikov, very durable.
Yeah.
And just ate everything. But Borschev got dropped like 3 times in the second round.
He does get hit. There's no doubt about it.
Got busted up.
Got a chin on him.
He gets hurt a lot. Yeah. And Llontop, I mean, this guy, he lost his debut. He's kind of like Josh Van. Kind of reminds me of Josh Van in the sense that the first round he kind of is like slow pace, but kind of walks forward real slow, doesn't throw a ton.
He's feeling you out.
And then he starts going to the body a little bit, and when you start slowing down, then he cranks it up. Yeah. He's got a really good gas tank.
It's Anderson Silva. They download you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not
just on a different level, obviously.
Same style.
Right.
But good boxing fundamentals, and will scrap, and is durable, and has a good gas tank.
Yeah, I mean, his nickname's Goku.
You
that's some big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
Your nickname is Goku.
He was a great fighter.
Yeah.
He's all right.
But what I'm worried about here is if I were rooting for Llontop, not saying I am, but is the volume of Borschev. He can get the hands going and just put a lot of volume on these guys.
And they're crispy.
Sadikov, the only reason Sadikov went to a draw with him is because he 10-8'd him in the second. He would have lost, but he got a 10-8 in the second because he lost the other 2 rounds. Because Borschev just throws volume on these guys.
Look, man, I really think that Borschev both underlooked Hooper, and then I think Hooper overperformed even better than he thought he was capable of doing, because I think Borschev was just too worried about the grappling.
Yes.
And I don't think he's going to be worried about the grappling against this guy.
He's straight up, like, I want to see this side by side. I want to see the Connor getting dropped by Khabib and Borschev getting dropped by Hooper, because I feel like it was identical.
Oh, yeah.
It was like reach for the leg.
No.
Over the top.
Blast.
It would look and Borschev like leaned back and got clipped and dropped.
Well, we should make a quick little thingy of that.
Yeah.
I don't know Llontop's, ground game or grappling or anything like that, but
it's definitely not as good as Chase Hooper's.
I know that, the guy can crack.
Yeah. The Padilla one was weird. By the way, Padilla is another guy that nobody's ever heard of, including me when they fought, who I think is also pretty good. But he was, as soon as Llontop kind of started getting a little bit going on the feet, he started real slow, was kind of, eating some low kicks and stuff. And then he started getting the hands going and touching Padilla a little bit. And then he kind of overextended on like one right hand, I believe. Padilla shot, took him down, and just immediately to his back rear naked choke. Like, it was like super quick.
Right.
So I don't really put a lot into that one, because it was just like a bang bang thing. And it was right when he was starting to land his own shit. So I don't know. For me, the difference here, and we'll go to the odds here in a second, but I'm going with Llontop knockout, because I'm worried about Borshev's durability.
Yeah.
He's been in some wars. He gets dropped by Chase Hooper.
Yeah, I know. Look, that's valid. That's valid to say, but come on, man. That was not Chase Hooper that night. He's not going to do that again, I don't think. I don't think he's going to have a performance like that for quite some time, if ever.
I mean, surely he's not going to fight a guy I was going to say a guy who's as bad at grappling as Borschev, but Borschev actually, in my opinion, is like, when he's actually on the ground, he can scramble pretty well. He just cannot stop a fucking takedown.
Yeah.
Like, he can't stay up.
Right.
He can get up, but...
Agreed.
I don't expect we're going to see that, though. I think we're going to see a kickboxing match.
I think I'm going to go with Llontop as well.
Losers. Me and Dylan got Borschev.
Minus 235, Borschev.
That's wild.
Borshev's going to come in there and be like, I just got beat up by a 10-year-old. This isn't going to happen again.
They're both coming off losses, so it's kind of a big one for both of them. But minus 235, Borschev, plus 200, Llontop.
Love it.
That's wide.
I think that's... might throw some money down on Llontop. If you're feeling froggy.
I feel weird about how confident I feel in Llontop.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel so confident in him.
$5.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
Borschev.
He's the younger guy who's taken way less damage, and side note, one last thing, and we'll move on to the votes. You go through Llontop's record. He's only amateur career included. Has only fought one guy with a losing record, and it was an 0-1 guy as an amateur.
Oh, so he's not padded like all the Dagestanis.
And he also
and half the Russians.
He lost his first amateur fight, and he was 2-2 after his first 4 pro fights.
I like that.
And now he's 14-3.
Solid, good record.
Yeah. All right,
it's a good entrance outside of the first loss in UFC, but
I mean, it's kind of a good thing. Well, yeah,
those
the
votes
UFC one, but like losing early in your career.
But also, if you're going to lose in the UFC at all, first one, that's the best one to do.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Only 348 votes.
That's not a lot of votes at all.
That's not. That's because nobody knows these fucks.
Yeah,
casuals.
76% Borschev, 67.4% KO TKO.
I'm in that category. I think it's gonna be TKO ref stoppage. But also, I can see Borschev probably putting his lights out too potentially.
I don't know, man.
You going Llontop?
I'm going Llontop too.
Knockout?
Yeah. You're
just on the Johnny Dick train, dude.
No, dude, Borschev, I just lost confidence.
Just because of the one time, just because of that one
Not
fight?
just one time. We've seen him get hurt in other times.
Yeah, but he gets hurt and he wins still.
No, I mean,
not every time, but like he's still like, he's just one of those guys who he gets hurt and he comes back.
But you're getting dropped by Chase Hooper.
I know,
it's
bro.
Chase Hooper.
I understand, but I don't think. Look, I don't think it's the end of him. I don't think that he's just going to now decline. And if he loses this, then I'm going to change my tune. But I still have faith in Borschev. I'm still a fan. Still like the guy, and he's still dangerous as fuck.
He's only 32, but like, man, I watched the Sadikov one earlier, and he just got hurt so much in that one. Sadikov cracks for sure, but
Sadikov's a fucking beast.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on that one?
Nope.
No.
All right, so main card, like we mentioned earlier, we're gonna have 2 Ultimate Fighter finale fights. These 2 didn't watch the Ultimate Fighter, so
nope, don't care.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Ryan Loder via wrestle in the middleweight fight.
I love that.
He's an American wrestler. I don't even remember what college he went to, but
I'm with you.
And then we got Con Offley's in.
He's a straight up wrestler, the Loder.
Yes,
like just a attrition wrestler, or is he?
That's like
good at setting shit up, or
I'm getting loaded right now.
I mean, he can move around okay, like pretty well on the feet, throw the hands a little bit, but he's not like knocking people out. Is
he like an Andrew Sanchez?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Andrew Sanchez did real well and tough.
Yeah, he won.
Sure did. Yeah. So let's go for this guy, huh?
Real well in the UFC too.
That Valentine guy, I've only seen the one fight with him. He loves to push forward and crack.
Yeah. So we, at time of recording, this week is going to be Giga versus Myron Santos to see who goes to the finale to fight Con Offley. I think I'm going to pick Myron to beat him by decision, and then I think Con's going to beat Myron. Con Offley's he's good.
Is it because he just got pieced up so many times and dropped in the first round?
A crazy fucking name.
No, I mean Myron's. I think he's more of a grappler. So
no, I was talking about Giga.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking Myron because he can grapple really well.
I see. Okay.
Giga wants to bang, and I don't think Myron's going to play that game.
Well, he's good at banging, though. I'll give him that. Been there, you know what I'm saying?
So my picks are going to be Loder and Con Offley, but we'll see about that. All right. Moving on. This is one that I am really excited about.
Got a young stud.
16-0, eh?
Michael Morales versus Neil Magny. Neil Magny just gets the
nothing easy.
Everyone's supposed to beat you treatment.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, he'll ruin your fucking night. He'll ruin your fucking night.
Mike Malott.
Yeah.
Michael Morales, 16-0.
Ecuador.
From Ecuador, fighting out of Tijuana.
Baja California.
Tough
Mexico.
places. Tough places to be fighting.
25 years old. 16-0. 4-0 in the UFC. 25 years old. And looks like a fucking NFL player.
And look, dude.
This guy's gonna be. This guy's gonna be something.
Yeah.
You're about to get through this, but
6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Neil, Haitian sensation, Magny. I still just don't ever remember anybody ever calling him that.
No.
29.
He's not from Haiti either, right? His parents are. Is that what it is?
He was like in the U.S. Army, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's out of Dalton, Illinois.
29-11, coming off a win over Mike Malott. Yeah, from Illinois.
Illinois.
37 years old, 6'3" tall. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, like, he's got 3 inches in height, but the reach is virtually identical.
Yeah.
A lot of reach
Morales,
on that kid, on that 25-year-old.
Yes.
He's got some fucking reach on them.
He's got some long arms, and not only does he have long arms, but he uses his reach really well. He's like a freak athlete, but he doesn't always feel like he has to be a freak athlete. Like he knows
when to use it.
Yeah, he'll throw a jump knee here and there, but a lot of times he stays kind of loaded up on his feet, really good.
Oh, gee, who else does that? John Jones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it kind of reminds of him a little bit. Like, really good, like, technical boxing. Like, ones and twos. He does kind of tricky shit, like kind of like what Dustin used to do or still does sometimes. Where
knows when to take risks, is willing to do so, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but he'll go like 1-2, and then he'll, like, step through the 2 into the opposite stance, and he'll come with the lead hook.
Follows up.
Just, like, tricky boxing shit. And he throws, not only does he have long arms, but that 2, he keeps you right at the end of that 2. Perfect.
And that kind of shit will take you far in the UFC as a young up and comer.
Yeah.
You know, that'll get you to the top quick.
Yeah.
Fighting like that.
And so I don't know if you guys can tell who I'm picking, but
I'm picking him too.
Yeah.
Same.
That's the guy I told you guys I fucked up. I literally had on my notes saying I fucked up, didn't have him on my list.
On your prospect list.
We did a top 10. We did a top 10 rising star list on the channel. Go watch that. He was on not Chad's list, but at least me and Dylan's list.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I literally fucked up and didn't have him on there.
Sure did. I'll never forgive you.
Big dumb idiot.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I mean, Neil. We all know Neil Magny. He
old.
The thing is like with Mike Malott, he was losing.
He was, and Mike got tired.
Got tired. Like you're gonna have to get tired for Neil to beat you probably, because he's not. He can't. Like he was kind of a grappler for a while there. He can't take anybody down.
No,
he's like not a great wrestler.
No, but Neil finds a way. He's savvy vet. You know, he's fought a lot of people.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason why he's on his decline, is because fought a lot of fucking really, really, really good guys and has lost some hard fights.
40% takedown accuracy was actually a little bit better than I expected, but his last couple he hasn't really been able to. And dude, he cannot not get his lead leg fucked up.
Oh yeah,
Malott and Ian Gary both just crush his lead leg.
And I wonder who's got that in the back of their head right now.
I'm telling you, at this point, he's probably like, "Fuck it, I ain't changing nothing. Can't teach him."
He's getting his bag, dude. He's on his way out. Yeah. I've been saying this for about last year or so.
He's 37 years old,
but he's been in there for fucking ever.
Yeah,
he started young.
22-10 in the UFC. That's
a lot of fucking UFC fights.
Yeah,
but in 11 losses total. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's. Hey.
Yeah, I just don't know. I think Morales is too physical, too technical. I don't think Magny's grappling is going to matter.
Or his experience. I think at a certain point, your experience kind of caps off, and you can't really use that to get wins anymore.
He was losing against Mike Malott. Malott just got tired, but I think this Morales kid is a little different than Mike Malott.
Morales against Jake Matthews, they just had no grappling at all, just a boxing match. But dude, he literally in the third round was just barely sweating. Like the commentary was talking about it.
Yeah.
No, he literally was barely sweating, barely breathing hard.
No, he's a different type of specimen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I don't know, dude. This guy is.
He's built.
He's gonna be something.
He's built like the tarantula.
Yeah,
got the same six pack.
He's thick though. That picture doesn't really do justice. But
that picture makes him look a little smaller.
He's a thickie. Okay, what do we think the odds are going to be?
The percentage?
No,
the betting odds. I don't know. Probably something.
I don't know.
Probably something.
Just going off of the last votes, there wasn't very many. I don't know if a lot of people know who Michael Morales is.
I'm giving Morales a minus 200.
That's it.
Yeah, Well, so you already know.
No, I haven't seen him, but I'm thinking it's got to be big, 400 or 500, right?
Just because he's undefeated.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the betting public doesn't know. Maybe
that's what I'm saying. I think the casuals might have been the ones who are betting. Everybody knows.
This is going to be
what's his dick.
So we talked about like Peyton Talbot. I mentioned this on that Rising Star video. I think it was on that one.
Yeah.
He was like an absolute nobody. Like the UFC Dana didn't even know who he was. Probably
pushed him, except for Nina.
And then, and then he beats Cameron Simon and just gets the promotional hammer dropped on him.
Yeah,
I think that's probably this.
But he's also been performing,
especially if he comes out here and beats the fuck out of does it better than obviously Machado, Gary Machado beat Magny, but he just kicked his leg off essentially.
If he knocks out Magny,
if he comes out and starches his ass, you bet your ass. It'd be stupid not to.
I think this is going to be like the light switch.
Dana's going to put his cock in his mouth right next to John Jones' cock. Other cheek.
Oh, this double fisted.
Busy night for Dana's mouth.
Minus 600.
Oh,
Michael Morales.
That's a little disrespectful, old Neil.
Plus 425, Neil. I mean, I'm just not.
And he started out minus 550.
Yeah. Oh, the bookies know.
I think John already knew that. I think John already knew those percentages.
I really didn't.
But I mean, I think it is a little disrespectful because he's a savvy vet. But
that's high.
That's wild.
All right, Tapology votes. Damn,
that's tough.
567 votes, 90% Morales, 78% decision. Okay.
I honestly think it's that's more than likely what it's going to be, a decision.
Yeah, Magny's pretty good at not getting.
And Morales,
knocked out.
He's not like he is going to. He would rather win a decision and put himself in less danger.
Yeah,
like he's smart about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like trying to avoid exchanging, but he's very smart about it. He's not going to just go in there and start winging shit.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I think decision.
I agree. I'll
give a decision too.
I think a decision is more than likely, but
he
is more than capable of fucking starching
that. And also, I want it to happen because let's just come on, Neil, you had a good run. If you take another loss, you're going to start hurting your legacy. Go ahead and get out of there.
I'm excited about some of these up and coming guys.
Yes,
they make me excited for the sport.
There's another one in this card.
I don't think there's any stopping that either. I think we're going to be saying that 10 years from now.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, these new fucking.
I think
kids.
the UFC's going to get nothing but bigger.
Yeah, dude, it's not getting. Well, the talent is just not going to stop.
The UFC is really young as a company.
Oh yeah,
I mean
almost 32 years old.
This is obviously a little different, but like the NHL in the 90s, 80s, 70s, these guys were like 25 years old when they were like rookies, and like. Now they're like 18, 19. So the whole, I think it's going to be the same way with the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take Morales knockout. I think
knockout.
Yeah, I'm going to say knockout.
I'm going to go decision, but I think that I think Magny's he's an old savvy vet. I think he's going to keep himself from getting knocked out. He's just going to.
He's pretty good at avoiding the devastating blows.
Unless they're to his leg.
Yeah, we'll see how smart this kid is.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see what kind of coaches and team he's got behind him. Checking the videotapes.
Anything else on that one?
Nah.
Putting the VHSs in the...
Right.
All right, next up. Edmen Shahbazyan versus Gerald Meerschaert.
God.
Edmen the Golden Boy Shahbazyan. Dylan stole his nickname.
Yeah, copycat. Fucking piece of shit.
13-4. Coming off a win over AJ Dobson. I kind of like AJ Dobson. Yeah. He beat him, even though he got dropped. 26 years old.
You know, 6
feet 2 inches tall.
Meerschaert gets dropped all the time.
Gerald GM3 Meerschaert, 36-17.
GM3 stands for give me 3 more knockouts to my chin.
Yeah.
Per fight.
Meerschaert.
Coming off a win over Brian Barberena. Not a great version of Brian Barberena.
No, terrible.
No.
Fighting out of Milwaukee, 36 years old. 6 feet 1 inch tall. He actually trains at Killcliff now, but Edmen Shahbazyan is still 26 years old.
That's kind of wild.
When was his UFC debut?
Guys, we've been watching this fucker for years, huh?
He was on Contender Series in 2018.
Oh wow, when the world was still kind of normal.
Yeah,
that was 6 years ago.
2018 was a good year.
He was 20 years old.
It's wild.
Or 21, maybe, like just 21. That's gnarly. And then, they're like, okay, Contender Series. Okay, Darren the Dennis Stewart. Okay. Charles Bird, Jack Marshman. And then he beats Brad Tavares. And they're like, all right, Brunson, Hermanson, Imavov, Fluffy Hernandez.
Yeah.
Here's killers.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you beat one of our guys? Well, here's 4 more.
Imavov, people know now who Imavov is, but at that time, he was like good, but nobody knew it.
Right.
But I don't like Edmen Shahbazyan.
Why?
I don't like his style that much. Like it's honestly more like just his body.
Like I knew it was a look thing. He's hard for you to get erect.
He's got like the weirdest body ever. And
well, so does Meerschaert. He's kind of gangly and weird.
Well, yeah, I don't like him either.
Meerschaert reminds me of.
I don't really like it either.
He looks like the actor who's been in tons of movies. He's actually in House of the Dragon. He's one of the King's Guard.
Oh, hold on. Give me another clue. I'm good at this.
Another one. I think he's in the movie.
Which had another Meerschaert picture.
He's in a lot of like night movies and shit like that.
Oh, like Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like nighttime.
Not like nighttime.
Well, you never know.
He looks like I think he's in the movie what is it called? The Dragonheart. Have you seen that movie?
No.
With Dennis Quaid?
I know what it is. I have not seen it.
Oh, wow.
Dennis Quaid was just on Rogan. That was weird.
I like Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, he's cool.
You ready to move on?
Yeah.
No, we can move on, but I'll show you, and I think you guys would agree.
Yeah, like AJ Dobson, me and Chad, I feel like have been on his train for a little bit. He dropped Shahbazyan bad in their fight last time, and then Dobson got on top and beat him up. I have no idea in this fight.
I think Meerschaert's getting cracked.
Probably.
He's definitely getting dropped. I don't know if he'll get knocked out, but he's going to lose decision. If not,
Meerschaert's
he's out. He's on his way out.
His
bro.
style is just,
and they're pushing him out.
He just like I think probably when he first came in the UFC, that style was okay. Where you just if you get touched, you can just pull guard and maybe choke somebody out or break someone's arm.
Yeah, fuck that.
Nobody's getting submitted off. Like when you're on your back anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah. It's a lot harder nowadays.
Unless it's an Ezekiel
I figured out the actor.
Okay.
He's in 300. He's in, have you seen Clash of the Titans?
Yeah.
Troy.
Yes.
Troy.
Which one in Troy?
He is Achilles' main right-hand man.
Yes. Vincent?
Yep.
What's the last name though? I don't know. Regan?
Yeah, Vincent Regan.
That's right.
Now look him up.
I told you I know my shit.
Meerschaert looks just like Vincent Regan.
I do know that guy.
Great.
Anyway.
He's like, we thought it was you, my lord.
It was you. Oh.
He even moved like you.
Yeah, and he was like really scared.
Yeah.
Interesting. What a call out right there.
Tell me that ain't Meerschaert and him ain't fucking related. Just imagine him getting knocked out all the time.
That picture is pretty decent. Just imagine him not being good at fighting and not having any fans. Yeah, there he is. Go back. That guy.
Yeah.
He's like old Meerschaert.
What's his name? Like Themistocles or I think it's Themistocles, and then Troy's Achilles' nephew is Patroclus.
Yeah, Patroclus.
Yeah.
What a fucking weird deep cut to throw out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Every time I see fucking Meerschaert, I'm like, fuck, man.
Go ahead and edit that out, but carry on.
Oh, dude, I think it's
What do
great.
you think about the fight?
No, Meerschaert's getting knocked the fuck out.
Is he?
Or he's getting decision the fuck out.
I think Meerschaert's losing.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you, Meerschaert. You've been around the game, but I think you're getting knocked the fuck out.
Meerschaert needs to get out.
Meerschaert has like, I don't know if he's like the top, but he's like one of the top like UFC submissions ever, like amount,
Really?
or maybe in middleweight history or something.
Yeah.
But
he needs to take the same bus that Neil Magny needs to get on, and they both need to go home.
I think if this was like a guy who had been as up and down as Meerschaert, but who was like more of a striker, I think that gets a lot more interesting because Shahbazyan gets hurt quite often and has been put away multiple times in the UFC from strikes. But Meerschaert, he's not that guy.
No. I think
he's like full guard and fucking triangle you.
Yeah.
We just got dropped. Race just got dropped.
Meerschaert's gonna. And I feel bad for him. Get your bag, get the money.
Honestly, it's a potty break fight for me. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe not on this card.
Yeah, well, the next one will definitely be for you.
Yeah. I'm
minus 260 Edmen Shahbazyan, plus 220 Meerschaert.
Closer than I thought it'd be.
I mean, not me. Edmen's just hard to trust at this point.
I'm not
too.
saying Edmen's some world beater or anything. I just don't.
I'm not a fan of either of these guys.
Meerschaert.
Highly.
Yeah, I'm not that high on that horse.
10-year age difference.
That's tough.
I guarantee you, when this fight is, when they're announcing it or whatever, it's going to say next to Edmen's name, 10-year age difference. Younger fighter wins 67% of the time. Holy cocks!
Yeah, that's
565 votes, 82% Edmen, 82% of those KO TKO.
He's gonna knock poor old Meerschaert, Vincent Regan's fucking
dick in the dirt.
I hope Meerschaert fucking knocks him out.
If he does, my jaw would drop.
Hilarious.
I think none of us are really going to care all that much, but we're going to be like, oh wow.
I'm gonna pick Edmen, but because I don't think he's very good and I don't like him, I'm gonna say decision. Like a big fuck you. Like, you win a decision.
I think he.
No, I have Shahbazyan by TKO.
Shahbazyan, is gonna probably knock him out. Yeah, he's knocking out.
Crack him and he's gonna put him down. But if Meerschaert can withstand his biggest shots, then it'll be a decision win.
Yeah, I think he knocks out Vincent Regan's fucking stunt double.
Anything else there?
No.
Any other actors you want to talk about?
Next.
If I see another one,
obscure deep cut.
Don't tell me he don't fucking look like him.
I agree. Hey, I knew who you were talking about the whole time.
Who do these two look like?
I just couldn't get his fucking name out of my head.
God,
who does Angela Hill look like?
They look like put me to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
God, she's just gross.
Tabatha could never put me to sleep.
That's Tabatha's hot. She can get it.
All right. Angela Hill versus Tabatha Ricci, co-main event.
Boring.
That's a wild co.
Remember when Angela Hill was 17-13? You guys remember that?
Today?
Yeah, just now.
Not after next weekend.
Remember when she's almost 40 years old? Go ahead and say that, though. Go ahead and go.
Angela Overkill Hill, 17-13, coming off of 2 wins in a row. Fuck you, Seth.
From who? Who she beat?
Luana Pinheiro and Denise Gomez.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Fighting out of New York
City. Her last loss was fucking
That's not right.
Mackenzie Dern, right?
Yeah.
Where she got absolutely just beat the shit out of. And then Mackenzie Dern forgot how to strike.
Yeah.
And then she's been getting the shit beat out of her.
It's Angela Hill effect.
Angela Hill effect.
Yeah, dude. Paula Costa does it.
That's why she fights out of New York. She figured it out.
See,
she got the John Jones thing going on.
I think she's been like at Alliance in San Diego forever.
Yeah. And that disappoints me. I thought Mackenzie had like found something.
No.
And now the only reason she's relevant is because she's so hot.
Yeah, well, she won her last one. But.
She found all of us drooling on the floor, and that's about it.
And the UFC knows what they're doing. They're like, okay, she's fucking hot. She's got a fat ass.
Yeah.
Cameraman knows what he's doing.
That was Dana.
Yeah.
Dana was the cameraman. That was his phone.
Yeah. Wow.
He's like, hey.
Good luck, ladies.
Yeah. That was sick.
Jesus, I don't blame him.
39 years old, 5 feet 3 inches tall. Tabatha Baby Shark Ricci, 10-2, coming off of a quote-unquote win in St. Louis. We were there.
Yep.
Against Tisha Pennington, fighting out of California, originally from Brazil. 29 years old, 5 feet 1 inch tall.
Let's call it Tisha Torres, though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you talk shit on Angela Hill, but, dude, she
sucks.
She's a tough bitch.
She's annoying.
Oh, no, she can take a hit.
Like, she doesn't, she could find, like, that Mackenzie Dern fight was 5 rounds, and she had probably 4 rounds where she could have found the door.
I know, but
she didn't. I mean, she's definitely she's
boring.
She's plateaued skill wise.
Yeah.
But she's tough.
No, she's tough. I mean, like you said, the Mackenzie Dern fight, she could have been.
So she's Marvin Vittori next.
Dude, I love Vittori.
Yeah, you do.
But Vittori's also, he's been like ranked 3 or 4 in the world.
Yeah, he's way better.
Angela Hill's been like maybe 10.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think she's in the top 15 now.
There's just so many things I want to say, but I can't. So, next.
I mean, Tabatha, I'm like a lot less high on her than I used to be.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
I agree.
Kind of. I mean, Loopy pieced her up, which is I guess no shame in that one, but
that's fine.
I thought Tisha beat her in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually took an actual pee break during that fight too.
Yeah.
On shrooms.
I mean, I heard the result while I was peeing, and I was like, "What?" But I mean, I watched it back, and
I watched it on the screen at the bar, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I watched it back, and it was really close. But it was Tisha out landing her by a decent margin on the feet, and Tabatha pushed her against the fence, and I think she took her down. She went 1 for 10 on takedowns in that fight.
Oh,
but she spent a lot of time pushing her against the fence.
It's a lot of action, bro.
So
the crowd was going wild.
Dude, I thought it was good. They were throwing a lot.
Yeah, they were. They did throw.
But this one's tough for me because I just, like I said, I don't know really if I think...
It's tough for you because you have a weird, strange little boner for Angela Hill, and I don't know why.
I mean, I'm just saying it's tough for me to pick a winner.
That's what I mean.
Oh. But I think Angela's better than you think.
I think she's got... She's just got experience.
Her toughness, experience helps her out.
She's taken a ton of ass whoopings from really good girls, and that's about it. That's all she's got on.
I mean, Pinheiro's kind of a fraud, maybe, but she worked Pinheiro pretty good.
Yeah,
she was piecing her up on the feet. Angela Hill in the clinch is gross.
I would agree. Yeah, no, she's dirty off of it.
I'm sure Tabatha knows that, and she's going to avoid that.
Yeah. She's a really good athlete, really good movement. But against Tisha, she got a little emotional, I think. She would get hit a little bit and then she would try to get it back.
Yeah, get a little frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Like me watching that fight.
Frustrated?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Go back up. Let me see. Keep going. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just split decision loss. Angela Hill loss.
I think Tabatha is just gonna beat her decision. I think she doesn't have she's so tiny. She's not gonna fucking.
I'll say it'll be close, and I'll try to put my bullshit bias aside. I will say it could shape up to be a fairly surprisingly good fight.
Yeah.
But also, whatever.
I think Tabatha's she's gonna try to wrestle. I mean, that's probably not gonna be surprising to anybody. She tries to wrestle every fight, but I think that may work against Angela. I mean, Angela can defend some takedowns.
Yeah, she's strong and she's actually kind of big for the class.
For 2 rounds, maybe. This is 3 though, isn't it?
3 rounds, yeah.
I don't know. The thing that scares me is Angela's experience and her grit. And it's a 3-rounder.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I got Tabatha all day, and a lot of that's biased, and but most of all of it is just not really giving a fuck.
I mean, 35% takedown accuracy from Tabatha. She lands almost 3 per fight, but only 35%.
Yeah, but she just shoots and shoots.
Yeah,
and shoots.
76% takedown D'Angela. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tabatha's gonna try to wrestle, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
You know what I wish the UFC would do a lot more of is they would pull from the talent pool of female combat sports, out of boxing, these boxing girls, some girls out of boxing, and then some of these girls out of who are just really established within whatever, maybe kickboxing, maybe Muay Thai. But it's I don't know. I feel like a lot of these girls just kind of go in hey, I'm an MMA fighter. Here I am, and let me prove myself, rather than them scouting to find women around the globe that could easily replace a lot of these, ranked number 6 to number 10 girls that we see in all these divisions.
I mean, but
it's just so fucking stale.
It's tough to...
There are chicks out there that can knock all these girls out.
Yeah, but if you're just a straight boxer and you come into the UFC, it's probably not going to go good for you.
It did for Holly Holm.
She wasn't a straight boxer.
Yeah.
She kicks
I know,
very well.
But she created her name in boxing.
Yeah, I mean,
she was boxing 150 pounds.
Look at Clarissa Shields is terrible in MMA.
Oh, I can't stand her.
So that's the type of chicks you're probably looking at.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I didn't want. Yeah, don't take too much weight on the boxing part. That was the bad first example, but like I don't know. I just feel like they don't scout worth a damn for female fighters around the globe. Personally,
yeah. Maybe, and it could be there's not a whole lot out there. Maybe because you got to think the women's is even younger than the actual UFC.
No, totally. But I mean, that's what I think that's definitely true. But I think it's less true than we think. I just think they're not really actually.
Most of these chicks.
I mean, Dana didn't even want females in there.
Most of these chicks come from Invicta. Like they basically come from one organization.
Exactly.
But Invicta is kind of like the premier organization that Invicta does. They get chicks like worldwide,
right,
to come into Invicta, and so the UFC is like, okay, you're doing the scouting for me.
Yeah, but
we're going to take the best of the best.
But I think they can do a better scouting than Invicta does, and just like cut through all the bullshit. Get all the bullshit out of here.
I think the women's. I think they're fine.
I think they are better than they were 5 years ago for sure, but it's still like, dude, I don't know, man. I'm not saying that. My point being is, I think there's a lot of amazing ass fucking women combat sports athletes out there.
Yeah,
and they're not getting their dues anywhere else, and they could in the UFC.
I think mainly it's just because all of the women's divisions in MMA are about 15 years behind.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer than the actual rest of the UFC.
I think it's just people like Seth are the reason that they don't get recognition.
Hate women.
Not true. No, that's true. All that's false.
525 votes, 56% Tabatha Ricci, 94% decision.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close.
Get those fucking boxes, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
99.1% decision on
on your girlfriend right there. You have a lot of...
She's married. It's too late.
Too late. Yeah, that's closer than I thought it'd be.
I'm picking Angela decision.
Yeah, of course you are. I'm picking
going Ricci decision.
Give me a little tab.
Anything else there?
No. Fuck no.
All right, main event. The old versus the new.
The old versus the new.
Jared Cannonier versus Caio Borralho. Jared, the killer gorilla. Cannonier, 17-7, coming off of a loss to Nasruddin Imavov at early stoppage as fuck.
Yeah.
He was winning.
Yeah, that was a wild stoppage.
Yeah. And that was Herzog, Seth.
That was the main one that we were like,
oh, you mean the one fight in his entire career that he fucked up on finally, and it took a goddamn decade.
Which I think is going to happen to every ref.
He just happened to be the last one. Yeah. He's still the best. He's still number one.
I like Herzog a lot.
He's the best.
From Alaska, fighting out of MMA lab in Arizona. 40 years old.
40.
Yeah, 40 years old. 5 feet 11 inches tall.
40 and a half.
Caio, the natural Borralho, 16-1, coming off a million wins in a row. Fighting out of Brazil, 31 years old. Older than I kind of thought
he was a little younger, too. I thought he was 29.
6 feet 1 inch tall.
Does it show his birthday on there? Because we are very close in age.
31, 7 months, 1 week, 1 day. Do the math.
It's July. Yeah, so I'm like a couple
May
months
4th.
older.
Oh, wait, that's the last fight. January 16th.
Oh, he's older. Oh, okay. Okay, word.
I'm like a month and a year older than him.
He's like 4 months older than me.
This is another tough one for me because although Cannonier, got finished his last fight, technically he was winning.
Yeah, he was looking good.
And that he got rocked pretty bad, but I'm still not sure on Borralho. I know you're a big Borralho guy.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think he's on his way up and he's going to be fighting for a belt soon.
Soon?
I'm not as confident in his abilities, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
I mean, Paul Craig, that's his biggest win. That doesn't tell me a ton. I think Abus Magomedov and potentially Lord Michal is probably a more impressive win than Paul Craig.
Well, especially as of late.
But not at the
time.
Sure. Not at the time, right?
I mean, this was January? Or no, this was Pantoja Urseg.
Okay.
I think at the time we would probably be saying differently if Paul Craig wasn't getting knocked out or beat the fuck up the past few fights.
Well, I mean, that was Paul's last fight.
Yeah, I know. But like before that, if he had fought, say, Paul Craig was over there by Armen Petrosyan or the Muradov.
Oh yeah,
You'd be thinking a little bit different because Paul was looking pretty good at that time.
Right. But I don't know. Borralho, obviously, he's got that like kind of sideways stance, and I mean, honestly, all those fucking, well, at least Ruffy and him from the Fighting Nerds, they kind of have that Connor like kind of stance, and
oh, you mean the Henry Cejudo stance for that one fight?
Yeah, actually. But Cannonier's, I don't know. Cannonier's, he's always been a weird one to me because I've always been like, what is he like good at? But then he like,
he's very
just
well
wins a lot.
I think he's very well rounded.
He's a well-rounded dude. Tough. He's a pretty tough guy.
He's durable.
He's very underrated and underlooked, but also he kind of did that to himself.
I mean, his losses are to Imavov again. Weird ordeal there. Izzy,
ever heard of him? Bobby Nux, ever heard of him?
And then these were at 205.
Jan, ever heard of him?
Jan and Dominic Reyes. And then Sean Jordan was at heavyweight.
Yeah, he needs to just, pick a fucking lane and stay in it in the weight department, huh?
Yeah.
Which he has, but.
So I don't know. I have no idea on this one. Because I think Cannonier, this could be like the vet lesson for Borralho, because I think Paul Craig to Cannonier, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
5 rounds also.
Mm-hmm. Here's the deal. I think Cannonier's got one good ass whooping left in him, and I think it might be this one. So I'm going to take Cannonier. I'm going to do Siege.
Chad? Alright, guess we go odds first. Or...
Let's look at some odds, but I think I'm going Borralho.
I like to pick my pick before I see the odds personally.
Yeah. I mean, I was going Borralho either way, but
minus 175 Borralho, plus 150 Cannonier.
Pretty close.
Opened minus 150, not too much movement.
I mean, Cannonier's fought Israel Adesanya. He's fought Anderson Silva. He's fought like top 10 of all time guys. Yeah. He's got way more experience. He's definitely got a tough mind. A lot of grit to him. Military vet.
But something that's maybe concerning, is that TKO loss was less than 2.5 months from the date of this fight.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's actually probably the biggest red flag in this whole fight.
But it wasn't. I mean, again, it wasn't out cold, and it was an early stoppage. They shouldn't have stopped it.
It's true.
But he got hurt for sure.
No, he was hurt, but it shouldn't have been stopped. You got to let a guy, especially who's been around.
I feel like Cannonier just has a lack of fans and too many haters for how good he really is. I don't dislike the guy at all.
Yeah,
I'm a very, very closeted low key fan.
I'm kind of just indifferent, which I think is how most MMA fans are.
Right.
I see this. I think I'm gonna go Borralho sub. Yeah.
He's got 4 subs out of 16 wins.
It's not bad.
1 in the UFC.
I think it's gonna.
37. Lord Michal, of course.
RNC.
Everyone beats Lord Michal. Tapology votes 315, 74% Borralho, 74% decision. Yeah, I'm gonna go Borralho as well.
I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think it's going to be a late sub.
I think he might TKO him.
I've got to have
maybe club and sub. Maybe
I've got to have one good underdog on my pick.
It's not a bad.
At the house on Cannonier.
I don't think it's a bad, dog to pick.
I don't have any questions on this one. I guess. Well, the only question is, scale of 1 to 10, how bad does this card suck?
I mean, dude, it's.
I don't think it's the worst card we've ever seen.
Well, no, but
worst card this year. You think?
Are we rating the worst card we've ever seen a 1?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this 3.5.
See, I don't even know what like the worst card I've ever seen would even be.
We would remember it probably when we found out, kind of thing. Well,
the card before this,
I was to say the Spivak
and Tabura fight.
That was a good one.
That one, if this is a 3, that Spivak might be a 1.
Yeah.
Like that was not a good card.
Well, I'm a lot of these low end cards, they surprise you, and we didn't get that last time, so I'm assuming this time we might get that.
You might be right.
I think it.
I mean that Spivak one, Chepe and Damon Jackson was a co-main.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
I would say,
and that was a good fight.
I'd say Angela Hill, Tabatha Ricci is probably a better fight than that, just
probably
rankings wise.
Rankings, and I mean, I think a lot of people know Tabatha Ricci
yeah,
too.
it's got more weight to
and
it.
a lot of people know Angela and all that shit. Chepe's still an up-and-comer guy. Damon's been around a while.
Angela's been on Joe Rogan, dude.
So everybody
she's a
know her.
big deal. Yeah, that podcast was just like all of her fights. Boring and forgettable. I said it.
All right. Anything else on this card?
No. It's not on paper, not the best.
This card's gonna
There's
be
some fun prelims, but
Since you were trying to do Loki Banger, Medina, Reese, who you picking?
Dina.
that one's tough for me because with Zach Reese, that guy will stand and bang. I think that when getting slammed and getting knocked out by a slam,
Yeah, Cody Brundage.
that's
too.
just unfortunate. But that guy can crack. I think those guys are going to stand in front of each other and beat the someone's going to sleep. Someone's getting knocked out.
Might be fight of the night.
And I think I'm going to go with Zach Reese.
I like Zach Savage. I like him.
I'm going with Zach Reese.
I'm taking the Bolivian. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about Jose
No,
Medina.
this guy will stand in front and crack. This guy is he's a tough bastard.
Looks kind of thick. Kind of looks like Llontop a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, anything else here?
Nah.
This is gonna be let's get hammered and hang with the homies card.
Yep.
Just have fights on in the
Kinda
background.
Kind of like every card.
well, yeah, no, that's not true. We get crazy into cards.
At HOR Podcast, Instagram, at Hungover Handwrite, TikTok. Our socials on the screen right now.
Yeah, don't follow me.
Don't do it. I don't want any followers.
I really don't, honestly.
Reverse psychology.
Nah, I just don't give a
Just leave me the fuck alone.
Thanks for watching. Let us know your picks in the comments. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Later.